Hi everyone. I'm going to start with the usual thing but very honestly that I'm very happy to be here and to share ideas with you all these days. My name is Milan. I'm coming from France. I'm Serbian. And today I'm going to present you a project I'm working on for the last 2 years. The presentation is going to take about 20 minutes. I'm going to show you one movie which includes the project. So the name of the project is simply Home Sweet Home. And I used this very famous tagline because it doesn't need any kind of translation to any other language, and also it creates home as not just as a construction, but as a kind of feeling. So, in general, everyone needs home. Definitely even homeless people. And that's why actually project Home Sweet Home, which I present as a design and communication idea, has two goals, two primary goals. The first goal is to provide some homeless people with do-it-yourself cardboard houses, which are made from cardboard boxes already used and found on the street. Second goal is to use these temporary shelters as a kind of media and as a billboard to publicize the simple truth that no one should live in cardboard boxes. But also we put further a bit project because we always suggest what can we really do to help to those people and to society. All good men here and everywhere want to help, but always we are facing the same dilemma: how to help, how to start, what to do. So if I may say, as many good people, there are as many approaches to this problem exist. But to facilitate the position of the project, how it started and how it ended, I'm going to present this in a small graphic. So here you can see 4 points: do, tell, few, and all. Do is what we really do. Tell is a kind of awareness. Few is a number of people we are addressing, and all if we actually want to address our action to everyone. So here we developed like 4 models of approach to the certain problem. And the first model I called Mother Teresa model, and it's the model do all. Simply, some people want to save the world. They don't mind if someone tells to them that it's not possible, that it's very utopist, but some of them actually succeeded. Mother Teresa, Jesus, Mao, Marx, they changed the world. Second model is do few. Do few model I called Good Samaritan, and actually some people truly want to help a few people they know, because they truly believe that charity becomes at home. So that's why actually those people are helping just to few people around them, and actually they think that that's kind of enough by everyone. Third model is tell to all. I'm sorry if there is someone from Greenpeace here, but I'm going to criticize a bit them, because actually those people believe that just simple awareness of everyone can solve the problem. So, for instance, like Greenpeace is spending like millions of euros per year, not by planting trees, but by making the awareness that we need the trees. Do we need that or not? It's a question. And the fourth approach is approach of local associations. It's like tell few approach of some people who want to raise awareness of those close to them. So it means that local association make a poster of the action about helping in some moment, and it's done after. I'm not here to criticize any of those models, because each of those models can be really praised, as it can be very criticized. As every single man who is helping someone can be a saint, or can be really a selfish bastard who just wants to facilitate his own conscience. So I'm not here to criticize any of these models. I'm just here to try to position projects from the beginning to the end. So since we wanted to to few people cardboard houses, I can tell that we started from do few model. Since those houses, shelters, provoke as design objects to have some kind of message about the problem, we can move it to tell to all. And of course, the dream and the final goal of the project is to approach to do all, if it's possible, of course. That's about the approach. I'm going to now go to the content of the project. In the beginning, I've started just with the cardboard houses, but after the project developed in something much more. So the first phase of project includes portraits, and portraits by itself includes video interviews, photos, and texts. Video interviews are done with the ex-homeless and homeless people. Photos are done by photographers, and texts are done by writers, and they talk about their approach and the confessions. Second part are installations. And that's the part where I started, actually. And this includes, actually, cardboard constructions and video works, which records constructing the houses on the place. And the third part are the other materials. Other materials includes manuals, cardboard objects, and other things, which I'm going to present you after. So if we look carefully on those three groups, the first part I call sensibilization. And this part, actually, we have in a lot of projects like this. So we are just speaking about the problem, making the awareness, but there is nothing else. So we added the third part, and this is a call to action. This makes more sense, because here we are suggesting locally what can we do to facilitate the problem of life of few people. If we move to portraits, as I told, the biggest part of portraits actually are video interviews of homeless and ex-homeless people. That's very important, who are telling their life stories. The idea, in general, of portraits, and especially of these video interviews, is some kind of building of direct relationship with homeless people, facing them. We're usually scared, or we don't have a time to approach these people. But if you think carefully, you always speak to your neighbor. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad, you always speak. Here, the idea is actually to start listening the other people. So all the interviews are very mutual. People are on the white background, they're speaking their story as they're speaking to you in some bar. Very soon, this one actually is going to be online on the website, translated into English. This is Anastasia, for instance. She's a Russian immigrant. She spent in Paris 5 years without papers. She came from Russia like a teacher. After 2 years, she actually spent all her money and she didn't got a job. So 3 years she spent living in a telephone box, which is pretty amazing. Now she got her papers, now she got rebuilt her life, and she's very aware of everything what happened to her. Second part of portraits is very important again. It's a huge, huge photo library. I've started actually with a lot of photographers from all over the world. And here the idea is again to put people out of time and out of space. And here I'm really very glad to meet Salvo Garano, who is one of the collaborators in project, who came here. He's here in the audience. And he did a great book 10 years ago, Sidewalk Stories, about the homeless people in New York. And especially fits in the project, so we're going to collaborate, I hope. And the idea is here to put people out of context, so out of time, out of space, and to meet them, so they become now stars. They become now someone who they are not in real life, actually, because maybe we don't give them a space. Second photographer who I appreciate is Slim Taif. He's Tunisian.